Are you working hard every single day, pushing yourself to the limit, with nothing to show for it but exhaustion? Do you ever get the feeling that you're running as fast as you possibly can, but the finish line keeps moving further away? That maybe, despite all your efforts, something invisible is holding you back? Picture this. Early morning, the alarm blares at 6 a.m. You drag yourself out of bed, stumble through your morning routine, and squeeze into a crowded bus or train. The city is already buzzing, full of people just like you, hustling, grinding, getting by. The workday stretches endlessly ahead. There are emails, meetings, targets to chase. By the time you clock out at 7 p.m., you're bone tired. You get home, maybe you eat, maybe you just collapse. The next day, it's the same. And as you glance at your bank account, the numbers haven't changed, close to zero. After all this, you wonder, is it ever going to get better? Is all this effort just for survival? But then you see someone else. They're not working late. They seem free, vacationing, spending time with family, enjoying life, and somehow their money keeps growing. In fact, they can earn while sleeping, while traveling, while you're stuck in another overtime shift. How is this possible? Why does it seem like no matter how hard you work, others are simply getting richer with less struggle? The truth is, the real difference isn't just in how hard you work. It's not about how many hours you can push yourself. The secret is mindset. The beliefs you carry, often without even realizing. 3 silent, invisible mindsets that could be silently keeping you poor, no matter how much energy you pour into your work. The first of these mindsets is the belief that hard work alone will get you there. That the more you work, the more you earn. It sounds logical, right? Except, if trading time for money truly led to riches, the hardest working people in society, those who labor tirelessly, hold down multiple jobs, never take breaks, would be the wealthiest. But they aren't. Most are struggling to stay afloat, especially as inflation rises or unexpected emergencies strike. This mindset is deeply rooted. Maybe you were taught from a young age that hard work is always rewarded, that diligence and persistence equals success. It's the message woven into countless stories we're told growing up. Keep your head down, work hard, and the universe will recognize your effort. But reality often contradicts this. Ask yourself honestly, if all it took was effort, why do you feel so much tension in your chest every time another bill comes due? Why does financial stress haunt you despite your relentless grind? The consequences of this mindset are everywhere. Burnout becomes a constant companion. Your income is capped because there are only so many hours in a day you can sell. Your health, your time with loved ones, and your ability to rest, all sacrificed for money that never seems to multiply. If you ever dare to step away, even for a moment, if you get sick or crave a vacation, the income disappears. It's a never-ending hamster wheel. But look at those who become wealthy. They don't just work hard, they work smart. More importantly, they stop equating effort with reward. Instead, they turn their effort into systems, businesses, investments, digital products that keep working even when they don't. They build assets that earn while they sleep, travel, or rest. Take someone who used to be stuck in a demanding desk job. Maybe they worked 9 to 5 for years, scraping by. But one day, they decide to record lessons learned from their own experience, turning knowledge into an online course. People start to buy the course at all hours of the day. The creator wakes up to sales notifications, earnings arriving even when they're not actively working. Or imagine the freelancer who leverages automation and AI tools setting up workflows so that tasks complete themselves while she focuses on growth. Suddenly, income isn't tied to how many hours she can stay awake. This is the power of leverage, the magic trick the wealthy use to multiply their time and impact. They understand that while hard work is valuable, working hard without strategy just leads to depletion, not wealth. Real wealth comes from creating systems, building blocks that stand strong, even when you take a step back. If you keep equating busyness with earnings, you'll run yourself ragged and still remain stuck. That's the first mindset keeping you from genuine wealth. The second, the belief that pinching every penny, saving, scrimping, denying yourself is the path to riches. Maybe you've been told to cut every cost, to hoard savings, to play it safe at all times. Maybe the family stories were about sacrifice, about never risking what little you have. Perhaps each time a small windfall comes your way, you squirrel it away, hoping it will one day be enough. But let's be real. No one reaches true wealth simply by saving. You'll never become a billionaire or even truly comfortable just by hoarding money. Think about inflation. The value of cash is always shrinking. If you save $10,000 today, in 10 years, it won't buy nearly as much as it does now. The wealthy know that money is a tool. Cash sitting idle is wasted potential. Your savings must be put to work, invested in something that grows. Frame it differently. You shouldn't save just to survive, but to invest and expand. Saving without investing is just a way to stay broke slowly. Take the person who spends money on book new skills or digital assets like software, an online presence, or educational courses. They might have less in the bank for now, but their potential for earning multiplies. Poor mindsets obsess over losing money, terrified of risk. Wealthy mindsets worry more about missing out on opportunities. They'd rather risk $1,000 on a business idea than miss the chance to turn it into $1 million asset. To be wealthy, you must accept this. Saving is important, yes, but only if it's a stepping stone to investment. Learn how to take calculated risks. Saving alone won't make you rich. It only delays the reality of poverty. Money must circulate, must work for you, not sit idly in a forgotten account. The third and final silent killer of wealth. The belief that being good is enough. It's understandable. You work hard at your craft, perfect your skills, excel in your field. You think, surely that will be recognized. Surely opportunities will find you. So you stay out of the spotlight, avoid building a network, and skip personal branding. Maybe you don't share your achievements or put yourself out there. You think being quietly excellent should speak for itself. But in today's world, invisibility is the enemy of wealth. The most talented people, the hidden geniuses, often spiral into frustration, wondering why they're overlooked while others with less talent leap ahead. The world doesn't just reward skill. It rewards visibility, connection, communication. If you don't share, speak up, or connect, your journey is slow, lonely, and exhausting. When you don't know how to market yourself, you miss opportunities you never even knew existed. Look at the top student who graduates with honors, but struggles to find a job because they never networked, never shared insights, and so, for some states, never built an online presence. Compare their fate to someone who bravely posts about their learning journey online. Soon, opportunities, collaborations, and clients start following them. They become a trusted voice, a creator, a magnet for abundance. The lesson is clear. To amass wealth, you need to share your value, tell your story, and build a community around your expertise. The world is noisy. If you're not projecting your value, it's drowned out, ignored, forgotten. So, what are the mindsets you must embrace if you hope to break free? First, leverage your time. Build systems, digital products, or content that can scale beyond your personal effort. Turn something you know or do into an asset that works for you, not just because of you. Second, spend to invest. Stop seeing every dollar as a loss. See it as a stepping stone to growth. Whether it's in software courses or personal education, invest in things that compound your value. Third, recognize that media is a wealth asset. In this era, attention is currency. Each piece of value you share, every story from your journey, every online interaction, is a tiny seed of influence, a building block of a community or a brand. Pause for a moment and let it sink in. You've worked so hard, given so much of yourself. But with the wrong mindsets, all that effort just keeps you running in circles. The moment you shift your thinking, however, doors, real doors, start to open. It's not too late. You are only ever one decision, one action away from a new trajectory. Start small. Read just one book that expands your vision. Learn one new skill that opens a door. Share one honest story from your life or struggles. These are the seeds of transformation. The wealth you dream of won't arrive as long as you cling to the old mindsets. To build real wealth, effort matters. But the right thinking matters more. The choice is always yours. Make it and watch your world change.